Superboy fans? This is Sam Rizzo from Superboy Legacy, and today we will be doing another episode commentary track. With this one, we will be looking at the initial episode of the introduction of Metallo from the second season of Superboy. Well, the episode is called Metallo. So up until this point, we've done the Road's Not Taken commentary track, which was very popular. And we also did our second one, which was the initial Bizarro episodes from Season 2. And the response from each of those on YouTube has been extremely positive, and everybody seems to really like them. So this is our third one. I'm joined by Tom Gallagher. He's going to go with me through this initial episode from Season 2. Tom, how are you?
I don't need much of an excuse to watch Superboy, so I probably would be watching Superboy anyway if we weren't recording this. So.
Well, it's fun going through these episodes, as I've mentioned over and over, with another fan. So and knowing as much as I do about the show, it's good to go through these episodes and give my insight, and I'm sure we're going to have some guests when we do these commentaries in the future who actually worked on the series. So it's going to be fun.
It'd be amazing. It'd be great to get like a writer or like even the cast members would be amazing to get. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh man, it would be so cool. Just like contact Gerald Christopher and say like, what's your favorite episode? Let's do a commentary. Because the Warner Brothers never bothered, so let's do it ourselves.
Yeah, I know, right? Warner Brothers, if you just would have put the money in to do the last 3 seasons the right way. But hey, I'm going to say thank you to WB Archive. Without you guys, we wouldn't have these episodes to enjoy.
It's better to have them like in the state that they are than not to have them at all, which would have been the case. Like,
exactly.
There's a reason that so many fans of Superboy owned bootleg DVDs for a long time because there was literally no other way of getting hold of them.
Yeah. Well, going to conventions as a young adult and as a kid and looking for stuff, as I've mentioned in numerous podcasts, but it's just good to have something physical. It's something to have something. It's good to have something official that DC and Warner's is recognizing the show after all these years, and now the show has a second life. So with that, like, we're gonna count down from 5 or 3. Should we count down from 3? We'll count down from 3. And then
3, 2, 1, go, and both hit play on go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to count it off?
Sure. Okay. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Is that Season 2 theme tune starting? I always forget just how bright and colourful Season 2 is. Like, it's very, very bright.
Yeah. Blasting through the wall to save Lana. Very George Reeves.
Yeah.
Elon Mitchell Smith. Hey, it's the Weird Science guy. Gotta love the flying. Bob Harmon. That Superman the movie team.
There he is.
Michael Callan. Great actor. From yesteryear.
What's he doing these days? Is he still acting or?
Nah, he's retired. He was at a couple Hollywood shows recently. Haven't met him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any idea how to contact him. I would have said, let's try to get him for this commentary, but...
Well, look who wrote the episode. Mike Carlin and Andy Helfer. 2 comic book...
David Grossman directed.
David Grossman, yep.
He's done so much good work on television.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those names. You see it's directed by David Grossman, it's usually going to be a pretty good episode of whatever it is.
Oh, damn. I dropped the bullets. Damn it.
Now, Lois and Clark had Metallo in season 1. I don't think when we do the pitch-in for season 5 of Superboy, I don't think I'll be reusing that particular storyline because this version of Metallo dating Lois Lane's younger sister would be just a little bit strange.
Yeah. Don't forget to take the meds.
Or the Tic Tacs, as it
or the
probably
Tic
was.
Tacs, yeah.
It's always Tic Tacs, isn't it,
Uh-huh.
on television? Whenever you see someone taking small white tablets, it's always Tic Tacs. Or Altoids, mints. I always forget just how much nerdier Gerard is in season 2.
Yeah. Well, there's Andy up to his schemes again. The T-shirt scheme. Here we go.
Yeah.
They glow in the
This
dark.
is why I always say with the T-shirt scheme, in the Death of Superman, when you have the guy selling the T-shirts on the street, I always joke that that's a grown-up Andy.
Right. Superboy's agent. Really?
The slightly scummy guy just trying to sell merchandise of a dead superhero. Just like, that probably would be Andy. I really do think Gerard's hair is better in season 2 though than 3 and 4.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that season 4 does slightly worse is his hair.
He kind of gets the puffy
Not that
look.
it matters particularly.
Like in season 3, the season 3 premiere, he gets the, like, I don't know, did they coiffed it. Like it's perfectly coiffed.
His hair gets massive.
Oh, here we go.
They did a good job though, starting season 2. Like, they did it right. They started with the Lex Luthor episodes, and then obviously they got straight into Metallo. It's just like, it certainly started the season off on a strong note.
Well, they really established the villains, and they really brought the villains from the comics, the Silver Age, into this season. You could tell they're, as opposed to season 1, which was more gangster and very the Adventures of Superman 1950s type of approach. This season 2, like the tone, the action, the flying, like the effects, they're really hitting on all cylinders now.
Like, season 1 always reminds me of the short-lived Amazing Spider-Man television series from the 70s.
Yeah,
because there's no villains in that really. He's just fights some gangsters,
right.
Including one which is Uncle Leo from Seinfeld.
Where am I? You're in a hospital, man. That's where you're at. This poor doctor.
I'm hooked up to all these machines. There's an IV in me.
Yeah.
Where could I possibly be?
This poor doctor, man. He just saves Johnny Corbin's life, and now, like,
he's gonna get killed.
Totally.
But he knows that Johnny Corbin's a criminal. Don't leave all those sharp objects within reach.
And who leaves the tray of knives and scalpels and stuff right next to the patient's bed? That's so not safe.
I mean, I assume he was found with the gun.
Yeah.
Walking into the bank holding a gun. Clearly he was going to rob it, yet he's not handcuffed.
No, nothing.
There's sharp instruments right there.
Oh, and look at how easy it was to pick up that scalpel. Never. I love that line. Yeah, no, you're not that kind of guy. This is kind of like, in today's standards, like, that's kind of dark on television. Like, I don't know if that would fly today.
Probably would be okay. Like, the CW's had plenty of, like, blood and murder.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Another massive heart attack. Right behind the wheel again. Oh. Watch out. Oncoming traffic.
Very good explosion there.
Yeah.
That's one thing this show always did do pretty well. I had some pretty damn good explosions.
God, look at that computer. What does that say? Corbin dead.
I don't know. But Corbin presumed dead.
Yeah. I second that. Wow. I love that Clark's like, we would have found like him and Superboy. Like, I like that
Yeah.
he's actually investigating. Like, we didn't really see much of that, him investigating on the series, or him putting an article together. So I kind of like that in this scene.
That'll be a big part of season 5.
Ooh, there's more. Don't forget, check out episode 3 of the podcast, Superboy Writers Room. We talk about season 5.
Hopefully people have already listened to that before this.
I love
I
Andy.
imagine that'll go up first. But
I love Andy. He's so funny. Come on, babe. Let's
might
go.
have to bring him back.
Yeah. That's an old Macintosh computer. Look at that. You could see the Macintosh logo on the bottom of the computer there. Here we are, the weird scientist's lair. Well, his laboratory. This is so Frankenstein-y. This is so cool. Where am I? You've said that 2 times already in this episode, Johnny.
This time it's definitely less obvious than when he woke up in what was obviously a hospital, though.
Right.
This time it makes sense. Where am I? I'm in like a shack with medical equipment. Like, something's not right.
You got to admit, for the money that they had to produce the Metallo looking suit, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
I mean, it's okay, but
I like that gloves that have like old telephone wire on it.
uh-huh. Oh,
I love that they just established that it is the same.
It's the same kryptonite from Kryptonite Kills. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Superboy, or when the necklace that Lex gave to the girlfriend,
it goes down the sewer.
Yeah, she threw it in the sewer. Yeah, that's great.
And it's something they don't bother with after this episode. Like, there's a ton of kryptonite in this show from here on.
Right.
And suddenly it goes from only one piece anywhere to there's loads of kryptonite. Lex has like 5 or 6 rocks at a time.
Right. It's not too bad at all. I love his reaction. Michael Callan was really good with this role.
Yeah.
He had fun with
it.
it.
Great.
Yeah, you could tell he's having fun. Yes, you are a genius. Yes. You created Metallo. Yes. What are the odds Superboy's on TV?
Like, it was probably more likely that if he hit the TV screen, it'd be something like The Simpsons was on on screen or something. The odds of Superboy being there at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, did you ever watch Arrested Development?
Yes. Yeah.
That bit where he goes and imagine how much more dramatic it would be if that was on when we turned on the TV. Right. It's just.
What are the
They've
odds?
been playing it all day. Just wait. It'll be on.
Yeah,
it'll be on.
It's on a loop.
Oh, there we are. It's on a loop.
This is a great scene with Andy and Lana going to the event with Superboy speaking, getting the award.
I love Andy's jacket. I kind of want one.
It's so 80s with the bow tie.
It is, but I mean, it's a pretty cool design. Like,
yeah. I love Andy. Clark's just shy about everything. Everything. The announcer just like looking over to the right. Nope, he's up there. Great entrance. That was a great entrance.
Definitely.
Love the American flag behind him. That's perfect.
Yeah.
A man of action, not of words. I like the different camera angles that they do. Like camera angles that you didn't really expect them to do.
Yeah.
The shot of Superboy looking back, that's a great shot.
That shot where he's pointing at Metallo though, just then.
Yeah.
I just love that shot.
Yeah.
Especially since there's been that meme that's been on
Right.
Twitter and that where he's pointing. He's like, "Do you know who I am? I'm the most underrated Superman actor of all time."
You know what's funny? I actually sent that meme to Gerard, and he's like, "Ouch."
Why, ouch? That's a really nice thing to say about him.
Uh-huh.
I suppose it's the fact that he's underrated.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, but you can't hide. Yeah.
Pretty sure he can. If he wanted to, he could definitely hide.
So first commercial break. Here we go. Yeah.
I love those bits though where you hear them saying like, "This is Superboy.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be right back." Like, I love all those things. It's a shame shows don't still do stuff like that.
The bumpers, yeah.
Mm.
Man, he got that limo pretty fast, didn't he?
So you get superpowers. First thing you do, go get yourself a couple of babes, some champagne, and a limo.
Right. Get a stretch limo.
And go rob a bank with a limo. Because that's a good getaway vehicle.
I love this. This is so funny. He's all like nice about it. I want a sample of your gold platinum bars.
I don't know. The suit looks undamaged to me.
Yeah. Did they really shoot him? I don't know.
Maybe they didn't have it in the budget to actually destroy the suit.
No, it probably didn't. Was Superboy really embarrassed at the awards, or was he just in a fight with the villain and had to get away because of the kryptonite? So,
yeah,
I don't think he feels embarrassed, Andy.
No. I think that's people projecting onto Superboy.
Wow, Clark loses his cool a little bit with Andy.
Mm.
This was cool. I like that Clark is keeping a journal of everything that has happened to him as Superboy, and I think they never really explored that a little bit more. Like, I mean, I like that it's very Silver Age from the comics.
Mm. I'm not going to keep going back to season 5, but maybe I'll have Professor Peterson in season 5. Maybe he works at Star Labs in Metropolis now.
Well, I mean, you set that up. That was really, really well done. So I think like
that was just to set up to say that Star Labs exist, but that's just the Alaskan version of Star Labs. There'll be a Metropolis office, I'm sure, and Central City.
Well, it's interesting because we never really found out what happened to Professor Peterson. We know he's still at Schuster. We know, like, he's working on stuff in the lab there, but like we don't really we didn't see him in the later season, so it would be cool to bring him back. So
yeah, season 5 he gets a much better paying job in Metropolis Star Labs. That'd be good.
This is funny,
but Star Labs, it sets up the Flash could be in it, and maybe we could get what's his name? He played the Flash in 1990.
John Wesley Shipp. Yeah,
he could be in Superboy crossover. Could even bring in Batman.
I love that Superboy's yelling because he doesn't want to get close to Metallo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a power you don't see very often, but technically he would be able to shout very, very loud
Right.
if he wanted to.
Right. I love how Andy and Lana get to the front of the line.
Yeah.
We're close personal friends of Superboy, so let us through. That doesn't mean anything. We're on the list. Extra hard to get through.
I love that Superboy actually thought to say that to him, though.
I wonder if this was the same junkyard that they used in Back to Oblivion.
Probably was.
Probably.
It's probably the same junkyard from the beginning of A Day in the Double Life as well.
Yeah, yeah. They used this junkyard a couple times in the series.
I mean, I assume it's the same one.
Yeah.
How many junkyards? I mean, if they could use one once, why
Right.
would they use another one another time? They might as well just keep using the same.
I wonder what happened to this lead suit. We'll find out in a minute.
Someone probably owns it.
It's probably. But that's cool that they did that. They made the lead suit.
Yeah, and he's still got the cape on the outside.
Right.
I love that.
It's so funny.
Maybe his eyes and nose are feeling a little bit woozy, but that'd be about it. It's the only exposed area.
Uh-huh.
It's just that I've got a bit of a sore nose, but apart from that, I'm fine.
Kid gloves are off now. Peel you like a banana. That's so funny. Here we go.
Yeah, that is a great line.
Mm-hmm. I know it's an easy effect today by doing the green on the skin with the kryptonite.
At the time, that was great.
It was awesome. I really
but it
love
still
it.
looks good.
And nobody's done it since. Nobody's, like, that's right out of the comics. I know we keep bringing it up, but, like, it's these little attention to details in Superboy that kind of set it apart from everything else that has come before or since, you know?
Right, if I ever get to direct a Superman fan film, I'll be using that effect.
That's cool that he could direct the radiation right at Superboy. That's awesome.
They did that in Supergirl. briefly,
Okay, yeah.
But I think it's actually better done here.
Again, great use of heat vision to...
Oh, yeah. And obviously that's the glove that comes back in the first Bizarro episode.
Right.
Or is it the second Bizarro episode? I forget.
At the tail end of the first one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, because it ends with him being kryptonite poisoned and all that.
Yeah. Just a lucky guy, Johnny. Just a lucky guy.
I love how they made him look extra pale here as well.
Yeah. Well, I got you here. Here we go.
And he still managed to get past the guard then.
He did.
He really did try extra hard to get in.
And it's funny because the S on Andy's shirt is... What is it? The Man of Steel? That looks like the Man of Steel S.
I think it's from the poster for Superman the movie.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's funny.
But it also looks quite like George Reeves.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same as George Reeves, but it's quite close.
But that was a good episode. That's it for Metallo. That was a fun episode.
Just watching the guy who looks like Dracula but isn't Dracula.
Right. Was he Dracula? Well, we'll get into
I don't
that
think
commentary.
He was. I think he was another old vampire, but he wasn't actually Dracula.
Well, he
Maybe
dressed...
he just visited a costume shop and found a Dracula costume.
I need your costume that
this
looks
will be
like
good.
Bela Lugosi's Dracula. I need a costume just like that. But it's funny, you know who wrote that episode? Ilya Solkin wrote that episode. So
Did he?
yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know he ever wrote anything.
yeah. He
See, look, just back then it said camera operator's name was Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Imagine if it was
Oh,
imagine
the
if it was
same
the
Frank Miller. That's so
It's just
funny.
like, yeah. He took time off writing like The Dark Knight Strikes Back.
I gotta go work on Superboy. So, well, that's it for the Metallo commentary. Tom, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you for listening to our commentary track. And do not forget to go and sign up on YouTube and SoundCloud for future commentaries and future podcast episodes. So, to close out this episode, I'm Sam Rizzo from Superboy Legacy. With me, Tom Gallagher. Don't forget, go to superboylegacy.com. And you know what? Thank you for listening. That's it.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.